different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
Now Jones, following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And going deep for Hill. And he's got it inside the 10. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. What a first half he is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdowns, CD.
Brandon, you know I don't like to play the game where you start projecting when you're at a certain point. But let's face it, he's off to a tremendous start. So 200 yards, 4 touchdowns. I don't think anything's out of the question right now. He's blowing up coverages. You've got to double him every snap. Otherwise, he's going to defeat you on almost every play.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 38. Throwing Jones. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. 1st down. Off play action. Jones. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. A great play that... With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fields this way up at the 17. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. They'll start the drive with Elliott. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. Off the play fake, Jones. They'll roll him out right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
Jones now from the gun on third down. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So now first and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 48-yard line. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Back to throw. Jones. Escaping the pressure right. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down. Operating from the gun, Jones. Buying time to his left. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
This is going to be the matchup to watch out on the perimeter, and it won't be the last time these two go at it. Both of them believe they are the superior. In this case, the win goes to the defense.
Here's Jones throwing on fourth down. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Operating from the gun, Jones. Touchdown! Deebo Samuel, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Two and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Here's Tua. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Tagovailoa going for it on fourth down. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Jones throwing to start the drive. His throw incomplete.
They started this drive backed up against the wall by the turnover, but I love their fight, planted their feet, and forced the incompletion on first down.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. And it's caught, and out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. Operating from the gun, Jones. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Tyreek Hill from 3 yards out. And the Falcons lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. The 30. 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. Fields this way up at the 17. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And am I seeing this correctly? They brought out the field goal team here on first down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now Jones on 1st and 10. That one complete to Hill. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. Jones now throwing on first down. Tyreek Hill's got another one. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Here's Jones on first down. They still can't get it. Bulldozes past him. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. This will be caught just inside the 10. Touchdown, Falcons! From 6 yards away. And the Falcons have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they finally get to him out near midfield, but he's all the way across the 45 with the 46. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Cordero Patterson, 48 yards. And the Dolphins have got it back to within a score. Extra point splits the uprights, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. Fields this way up at the 17. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick-6.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
Point after, right down the middle. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Fields this way up at the 17. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Jones, another shot here after the pick-6. 1:53 remaining in this first half of play. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. From just shy of midfield, Jones flushed out right. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
They have their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Jones' throw caught by his receiver, Hill. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Throwing on first down. Jones. Touchdown! Ezekiel Elliott, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Falcons will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point right down the middle, and they will take a 7-point lead. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Over the middle, complete. That's Patterson. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary now on third. Tua, a final shot before half. Another completion right back to Patterson. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? Taken at the goal line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead. Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On first down, Tagovailoa. And he's got the hook up for the first time with Herman Moore. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. And it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Falcons are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throwing interception, and now a chance. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's the kicker, Zane Gonzalez, ready to get this one started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Jones looking to throw right away. And his first pass is incomplete. Well, that's not the way you want to start. A first pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the save. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night. First down, the run with Lynch. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
2nd and 1. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Mean Joe Green breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. He'll look to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a sharp throw right there on 3rd down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Dave Casper, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now Jones. Gets this one to Hill. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Looking to throw. Jones. Open man. Completes it to Claypool. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. And going deep for Hill. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Tyreek Hill, 35 yards. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. With the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. Mean Joe Green. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. These two teams all tied after 1. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
If this is what you want to see from a defense, give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. Well, how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out? and giving the ball back to their offense.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. Throwing Jones. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Chiefs have moved out in front. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. Taking it about the 1. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance, they've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Open man is the Hall of Famer, Dave Casper. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. They go play action here on 1st down. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Michael Strahan. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Back to throw. Jones. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Jones, off play action. And going deep for Hill. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Bears are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. They'll look to throw here on first down. And incomplete on the deep ball. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So after 3 drives and 3 touchdowns combined between these two clubs, finally we get a defensive stop.
Yes, and welcome to the party, defensive players. And glad to have you because for a while there, it almost felt like it was 11 going downfield on air. Okay, so to be able to have someone come up, make a stop, now we got a football game going.
In motion left goes Crabtree. They're going to try and throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Jair Alexander.
And the Chiefs are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Going down the middle, and it's complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. A final shot before break. Jones. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
Fields it right around the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
As they begin their second half here, Charles, offensively, not where they want to be, obviously. They're losing in this ball game, but very much within striking distance. We'll see what adjustments they make in the second half.
Is that the old glass half full, half empty type of a deal? Which way do you want to look at it? Because you're right, they're down on the scoreboard, but they're definitely opportunities now because if they want to go ahead and get going in this one, get back to the running game. I think there are going to be some places to go with it, and I think the offensive line will appreciate the chance to fire out and hit people.
That's a good point because they virtually had nothing going in the ground game in that first half.
They'll drop to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Derek Johnson. The offensive line is in tatters as that's now 3 sacks in 3 plays.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. They're inching closer and closer. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudner. Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. They start on the ground with Elliott, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line. He provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now it's Wilson. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 41. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. That was J.J. Watt getting in there and getting him to the ground. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
They go play action with Wilson, and they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Derek Johnson in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Man open, Harold Carmichael complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So after the big play on fourth, here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown.